Hello and welcome to the day of mental decluttering. So I think this is really essential to be able to organize our mind and address the things that could be contributing to a lack of mental clarity. So a cluttered mind can be caused by a few things. It can have the actual quality that we've kind of created in our mind where there's like thoughts jumping all over the place, and that's how we've kind of created a pattern of thoughts in our mind. Or we can actually have things in the body and mind that are generating thoughts and creating that chaos. So for example, unresolved emotions, let's say acutely and in the short term. So for example, you might have had an interaction with someone recently and it left you a little bit bitter, it left you resentful, it left some emotional impact within you that you haven't been able to express or release. And let's say you're going about your day and every now and then there's just that thought coming up, fuck them, or whatever it may be, that's really getting you into a place of, and that thought's coming up and just taking over that little bit. Then imagine you've got many unresolved emotions that are over a longer term, and every now and then something's coming up. So that can be one aspect of mental cluttering that we aren't often aware of, but is happening. Then you've got the actual daily and like weekly intake, whether you're learning, whether you're just having a lot of exposure to different bits of information, so to speak. That can contribute to a lot of cluttering of the mind where there's like a degree of overwhelm happening and essentially more information coming in than you can process. Then there's the possibility of life admin type things where, let's say, you have a lot of appointments, you've got different stresses, there's different things to think about, and you're like, oh, I've got to do this. And then, you add these things together, and it's no wonder we have a cluttered, chaotic mind. The other things worth mentioning that can potentially clutter the mind are unmet needs. And this is a really big one. So a really prime example is, let's say your financial need for stability, the base level need. Let's say that is in jeopardy. Let's say you've been without work for a little while and finances are getting tight. That can be something that just creates this stress and problem solving in the mind of, where's the money coming from? How am I going to pay this? And that certainly takes up a lot of mental space. So I've had that experience myself, and trying to have mental clarity when you have an unmet need, especially in the lower end of the scale, it just makes life so much harder. Definitely something you want to feel a sense of security in before trying to create mental clarity. And often what is required there is being able to see a path, not necessarily having the money. It's actually about feeling the security, just an FYI. But that's a deeper topic for another time. And then there's also the potential of moving away from the path that we kind of feel like we should be on, which can cause us to have a feeling in the body that then generates thoughts of doubt in the mind. We're like, wait, we're doing the right thing. Is this the way I want to go? Not sure. And that can certainly contribute to mental cluttering. But don't worry, that part we'll cover next week. So for now, let's take a look at some of the ways that we can declutter the mind below. And I'll see you tomorrow for the final day of mental clarity.